Hey guys, welcome to another Travel Tip Tuesday. Today I'm going to answer a question that a few people have asked me, and that is how much money am I spending on my trip? How fancy of places am I able to stay with my budget? So basically, my goal for my budget when I started off was to spend $50 a day, including travel, accommodation, and food. That's a super tight budget, and I haven't been able to stay on that budget. I've been closer to about $75 a day. Why is that, and what do I spend my money on? The biggest costs with traveling are accommodation and transportation. Ways to save money on transportation, I've talked about already. I use credit card miles, and I try to travel with extreme flexibility and find really good deals on flights. Saving money in accommodation is a little bit harder, but totally doable. I don't feel comfortable staying in super cheap places because I'm traveling with a lot of expensive gear. So I have to cough up some extra money for nicer places where I feel a little safer. For me, I think that's where I'm really spending more money and not able to hit that $50 a day budget. So I'm staying in a little nicer hostels. Every place always has a locker. I am able to save money sometimes by getting hostels or hotels to give me free accommodation in return for me mentioning them in a video, but that doesn't happen all the time. The best way I've found to save money is by staying with people as I'm traveling. So either couch surfing or meeting up with friends of friends via Facebook connections, that sort of thing, and getting to stay for free. That's really awesome. So I'm not like super roughing it, but I am trying to be really budget conscious. I don't do a ton of really expensive things. I try to not eat out at really expensive places. Also, your budget really depends on where in the world you're traveling. Going to places like the Philippines is much more affordable than going to places like Japan or Western Europe. You can travel very comfortably in Southeast Asia on a $50 a day budget. You can spend very little money on food and get a ton of it. Pretty nice accommodations, aren't that expensive, and once you're here, getting around isn't very expensive either. The way I came up with my budget was when I decided, hey, I want to travel, I looked at what other people did. So I searched, okay, how much money do people spend if they travel for an entire year? And the numbers I saw were between 15,000 and 20,000 US dollars, traveling for an entire year. So if you travel for a whole year on $20,000, that equals about $50 a day. I think traveling on $50 a day is totally doable if you're not shooting a travel vlog. With shooting the travel vlog, I think it's a bit more difficult depending on which countries you go to. There's a lot of vloggers that just hang out in Southeast Asia because it's so cheap. For me, I'm trying to seek out different stories, and I could hang out just in Southeast Asia and save a lot of money and just travel here, but I kind of want to see other places, and I have contacts other places that are a little bit more expensive, so I'm gonna go spend the money and do that stuff. If you're willing to rough it, you can travel for a long time without spending a lot of money. The other big money saver that you should keep in mind is limiting your expenses back at home. I'm not paying rent anywhere. I'm not paying for a car payment. I cut off all of my bills. So I'm not wasting any money back in the United States while I'm traveling. Let me know what other travel questions you have in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe for more videos.